Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dota 2 Canada Cup. It is Group C action with Not Today versus Rebeldes. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Got some great Dota ahead of us here. Our second out of 3 games getting underway now. We're into the draft. Looking forward to bringing you the action as always. Of course, Dota 2 Canada Cup Season 5 brought to you by G2A.com, Xfire, High Ground, MSI. I think I'm missing one. Hold on. And Steel Series. God, I can't, it's tough sometimes, man. But with that being said, we will be getting into the game, of course. My name is Maud. Joining me today here for the High Ground production is going to be Ryu Boros Dota. Ryu, how you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. See some Dodo and some new faces, I guess. As you were saying before this, I have no idea who Rebeldes for Rebeldes.
Let's go with Rebeldes. It sounds a bit better. I believe they were the qualifier winner, actually.
10 seconds
I was looking at some of their drafts. I think I caught one game of them, actually.
5 seconds
They seem to value Lina very highly. I look at all of their last drafts within the last 2 weeks. Every single game of theirs features Lina on their side, with the exception of just 2. That is a lot of Lina that they've played. I want to see how they primarily play it. I'm going to look through these. For Not Today, they need to get back to their winning ways. Not having the best couple of weeks, especially after MLG, which you discussed in the first game. And I think that's a big issue. Honestly, they have to find they have to get comfortable again. They were a good team before they left for MLG, and then after that, they seemed like they were shattered, like a broken team almost. That's what it feels like anyway.
Yeah, and they got outpicked so badly last game, and then outplayed. It's just, I don't know. In this game, they have a good chance. They have a good setup, and they have a lot of ways to deal with these annoying heroes that we see pop up frequently in the Lina and the Storm Spirit. So they have a lot of ways to counter it with the Lion, with the IO Tiny combination here, and it's going to be interesting. Is this a Lina mid and a Storm Spirit safe lane? Because that's the only thing I can see right now, because Storm mid against IO Tiny is just going to get crushed.
Could be a Lina support, though. That's what they've run it before that way.
Right, Lina, Rubik, Storm top, and then maybe a mid, still mid hero.
Yeah, they need another mid hero. I like Magnus in this situation against Tiny IO. I think that's a good hero. That's something that I think Sumel does a lot when EG has to deal with the Tiny IO. I also like Bristleback, which Arteezy goes to a bit when he has to play against the Tiny IO. So those are two options that are like vague and not many people go for them, but I do like those 2 options if they want to go for them.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good. Wind Ranger's not too bad herself. You can definitely cause a lot of harassment. You have the wind run to get out of trouble. Even if you get bursted down a lot by the magic damage, that's why you normally see the Magnus and the Bristleback, just because they're really tanky. But you still have the get out of jail free card with the wind run. Mm-hmm. So it's still a good hero to see. Going into the later stages of the game, though,
10 seconds remaining.
Sometimes she falls off, but sometimes she doesn't. It just depends on those shackle shots most of the time.
Remaining.
Yeah, the shackle shot, which they did. I think they did buff it last patch. I can't really remember. I'm pretty sure
they buffed the power shot range by a tremendous amount. I think it was like 1,000 or something.
I feel like shackle shot was buffed recently. Maybe not last patch, but
buffed. I can't remember though. You could be right. So
either way, chances of a win range of this game, I agree with you, but they actually have played it before. I don't think they played it mid, but they have played it before. I think they did sniper mid last time they picked up a Wind Ranger. They banned out the Bristleback for themselves. They could have picked that. It was something that I was alluding to earlier, but I said, no, we don't want that hero. We don't want to play against it either.
It could be tied mid still. I mean, it's not too bad against IO Tiny.
Pretty good. Anchor Smash, but I feel like a lot of the damage from Tiny IO is magical, but I suppose he's tanky enough to withstand that.
Right, and you can cause the Tiny to miss last hits, as well as trying to find a way to push out your lane. You want to find ways to not have the lane steady too, right? If you can push it out, and then maybe get the creep equilibrium in a chaos state where you can have it at your tower, then at their tower, then you're going to get a lot more EXP than it being just static in lane. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of something you want to do, as well as IO is going to be off farming. Stacking and getting runes sometimes, so Tide can play as aggressive as he wants, and he can always just go up to the Tiny, and as long as he's full HP, then he can just harass him a bit.
There's a lot of options here for both teams, really. Not today have the Lion Earthshaker support duo, although Earthshaker could be put like in the offlane, which we've seen before.
Kind of weird. I think it's ES offlane, and then they want a carry here that's decent against these heroes.
10
Like,
seconds remaining.
what's a good hero?
I was not expecting an Invoker, but
Radiant team pick.
this is a Smash hero, I believe. Ifrit plays this too, but I think Smash plays it better. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong about that. One of them plays it. Maybe both of them, in fact.
Man, playing Invoker is so fun in this patch. All you have to do is just go Yules, and you're basically a Shadow Fiend. You get the Yules Sunstrike combination into the Meteor Deafening Blast, and it takes out any hero in the game. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You can even counter sometimes the Yules of the other player if you can get that Deafening Blast at the right timing.
I like just the hero has so much to work with. There's so many ways you can. Well, there's really only two ways you could build him, either Quas Wex or Quas Exorb. But there's so many item builds that you can go for that
item builds.
He's got a lot to offer. Orchid, Blink, Yules as you talked about. Necro 3. I feel like a lot of the builds are limited to Exort, honestly. Like you can go whatever on Exort, but if you're going Quas Wex, it's like, oh, I guess I'm just gonna be going Orchid now. That's
Orchid,
it. Yeah.
Orchid and Force Staff. I mean, I've seen people go Yules with Quas Wex, but it just makes zero sense. I mean, what their logic is when they do that is we're going to Yules the target, and then it'll come down, and then we'll use the, oh my gosh, mind blank, the EMP and the Cold Snap together, and then we'll be able to burn their mana, and then we'll just be able to use the Tornado if anyone tries to come in to help him or just to last hit. So it's not too bad, but I wouldn't recommend it. It wouldn't be my go-to.
This is why I love the differing perspectives I get with different casters. Like Trialf and F4L, like they're support players. You are a mid player through and through, and you always have been. You play core sometimes, but you have such a different perspective. Not to say that those guys can't play those heroes, but you played those heroes on a professional team, so just to see the insight is nice to have. I'll stop stroking your ego now, and we'll get into the game.
My ego needs to be stroked.
I guess so. I suppose. I suppose every ego needs to be stroked. Invoker smashes ego. Maybe not so much. This guy, he's a lights-out player, but he really needs to lead his team to victory here. Because if they go down 0-2, I'd argue that their trip here at Dota 2 Canada Cup might be over before it started. Goes for the early point in Exort, so he knows exactly what he wants to accomplish this game before he even gets into the lane. They're going to go 5-man aggression bottom. I don't believe they were spotted bottom by C4T from Rebeldes. They'll get run at. And for some reason, even though the lobby is fixed, the names for Not Today still aren't showing up the way they should be. Nate River is definitely Stinger. OK is definitely Misco. I don't know if Just the Way is definitely Ifrit or not. That's the biggest issue. I'm not 100% sure on that one. If I try to view Steam profile, this could be helpful. Hold on real quick. I'm looking at the Steam profile.
The battle begins.
Nice, it is Ifrit. We're in. We did it.
We found it out.
Good
I
stuff.
spy Mott wins with names.
That's right. I'm the best. Maybe not with Rebeldes as his name. We'll have to wait and see. Or Wait and Bleed,
like
as the Tidehunter's name is Wait and Bleed. That's a great name. All right, here we go.
Wait and Bleed.
Mid. This is what you were talking about. Stormer's going to get crushed in this lane. He should get crushed anyway.
Right. He should be just going up there using his much remnants as possible just to nuke him out. And I mean, this is all he can really do here. The wave is going to get pushed back to his side. He needs to find a way to get... It would be nice to get play as aggressively as you can before they get level 2 on the Wisp and the Tiny. And this way you can maybe go back to the jungle, stack a little bit, and farm here for him. So he's not playing it too bad right now.
Oh, XX doing the good old Rubik stacking scenario here from the high ground. I was pulling for a second. Old K does take a lot of damage. I think that was another avalanche thrown up. They're going to bottle up with a bottle that was just picked up by the Owl. I'm pretty sure they gave him the bounty rune. They did. Nate River.
He might go down
Spirits.
here.
Ooh, XX takes a lot of the spirit damage. Telekinesis back. Tether stopped. What? How did that get stopped? The telekinesis already went. There was nothing there. The overload maybe.
Yeah, Did he just spam Q? I think he spammed like his ability.
No, that's so big. That is huge. That's actually such a big play coming out for Rebeldes. They get the kill, and not today. That's disastrous for them. Top lane, they're rotating around. OK's looking for some right click on Wayne Bleed. He can't really kill the Tidehunter with these two heroes here. They have no damage. Even with Sunstrike, it's just not going to be enough early on in the game. Van offlane, Earthshaker going to take some rest from C4T, who has the Light Strike Array at the ready if necessary. Won't use it just yet, obviously. But that first blood, which it wasn't actually first blood, but that first kill going the way of Rebeldes is so big. They're going to go for another Avalanche. No toss just yet. Toss does go now. Old K's going to get slowed up with a Tether Slow. Sunstrike, he's going to back right into it, take the damage. They're low. Telekinesis up onto the IO again. Will he survive? He's got bottle charges. Tethers away. Dragon Slave, though, gets the kill. C4T gonna dive. The LSA, a double kill with that haste rune from Melina. Oh, what a fortuitous rune. The S4 rune, as they call it. But this time going to a support, providing a double kill. Unbelievable.
Easy 800 gold of his life. Well,
Yeah.
Let's see how much he really did get. He got 550, but still, that's undoing a lot of work in these team fights. Nice Sunstrike coming in for a smash. Else, I don't even think the Storm would have went down. That could have been really bad for, not today, but still, it does end up being really bad for them. And I mean, Storm is gonna get level 6. It feels like before even this Wisp gets level 4 or 5 if this continues.
Already, you can see he's up to level 4. Wisp is up to level 3. Not having the best time. XX is going to continue to stack up here. He's level 3 because he's gotten a couple of those assists in lane. He hasn't really... He's not been bottom, so he's not been bleaching experience there. We haven't even talked about the Morphling, who's up to 15 last hits. HFN is having a good time. The top lane, Smash, safe lane, Invoker is up to 16 as well, so he's doing pretty good. Misses the last hit because he's on Quas now. But should be okay. They'll find the Tide again, who regen. He has 4 tangos. He already had 8. He's going to get his mana drained again. Okay, he's going to get chased down. Don't think he gets this kill. Why did he turn around? Oh,
that's because the Wisp bait, man.
in.
That's your answer.
Big bait coming
Easy.
in. Earth's like coming in, and that's just going to be the IO coming through, rotating
Oh,
up
bottom
there.
lane. I just saw it at the very end.
Get a kill. He dies here. Looks like they throw up a Dragon Slave, an LSA, maybe a Telekinesis as well. Yeah, they used all their spells to get the kill, and they do secure it. Earthshaker goes down. He's pretty tanky, not tanky enough to withstand all three of those damage sources.
I would say really good job from Rebeldes, though, because Storm still not... He's only going down once in the mid lane. He's doing fine, but as I say that, misstun, that's not good.
Rebeldes, Old K, juking out. Not even really, he's running away. Just the way can't catch up to him, apparently. Throws up an Avalanche that
Dire's bottom tower
you
is
kind of
under
knew
attack.
wasn't going to hit, and you have to wonder why he threw it up in the first place. Okay, it's very far up in this tower. Team rotation. Are you dead? What was that? What was that? Why?
I don't know, man. They had Sunstrike, but...
Toss Avalanche.
This is-
Rotation. Already Telekinesis. Low is going to be it for it. So is, of course, the IO. The IO gets thrown in and gets killed. Sunstrike misses. Van trying to run and get an Enchant Totem. No toss, no Avalanche. They can't secure the second kill.
MVP Lina.
Oh, the Lina coming in. The last right click won't be enough. The Enchant Totem. Van has Fisher in 2. They need an Earth Spike. They won't find it. Fisher's going to come in. They're diving deep for this. Earth Spike goes just the tip, connects the Enchant Totem. They'll get the kill. They're looking for OK. Misco might fall. The tower, the overcharge stays alive. The Hex up, but they have no Fisher. They have to back
They've
away.
got the balls.
The Wisp IO coming in, doing some work here. Another TP. Fisher gets the double for Van, but Old K might get to himself.
Oh,
The
he's about to
overcharge,
get
the
level
tether
6 from
away.
this.
The Enchant
No.
coming in. The Enchant Totem saving his life. Ball
There it
Lightning
is.
comes in. There it is. He wants both of them. He'll get one. Will he get 2? Absolutely. Triple kill. He gets 3. Beautifully done from the Storm Spirit. It is 9-5 at 5.5 minutes in, Ryu. Balls out aggression
Dire's
from
bottom
both
tower
sides.
is under attack.
They're just overstaying their welcome. Not today, once again. I don't... What could have been the
Dire's
easiest
structures are
shutdown
fortified.
lane of a Storm Spirit has
Dire's bottom
become
tower is under
a
attack.
catastrophe. I mean, it goes back to that Lina kind of getting the haste rune. And, you know, the Rubik definitely being behind them and helping him, just stacking up. And Storm is level 7 now. I just got to pick up an Invis rune. They have a ward scouting out this high ground. OK is going to be in trouble here if he goes on the high ground.
They rotated an extra support mid. That's how much they want to kill this Storm. The Storm might just dictate the pace of play from now on. It's getting ridiculous. Tiny finally gets shreds. Morphling does the same. Morphling has had free farm bottom, but he hasn't had quite the kills that, of course, the Storm Spirit has. Rotation back in from Rebeldes, his old case. His Invis Rune's about to run out. I don't think he can get a solo kill. He doesn't have pull. Even with the amount of damage he pumps out, maybe he can, actually. He's thinking about it. Okay, he's going in. Ball lightning away. He's got to try to juke this. The Hex comes out, though, and old K is going to get Earth Spiked, and maybe gets the kill. Overcharge. Ball lightning further. And he made a big mistake there. He got too greedy. He's going to go down with the toss. Nice play. The Tiny. And it was just... He tried to ball lightning and he was hoping the Hex wouldn't come out from the line, but the Hex did come through. He wasn't able to dodge it as effectively as maybe he would like to, and a decent chunk of gold going the way of the Tiny that they desperately needed.
Yeah, even more so feeding over that level 7 Storm. You fed level... Like, he was 5.5 at the start of that team fight. And then all of a sudden he got 7.5 from that triple kill, and then you just fed all that EXP to the Lion and the Wisp. So that is even bigger in the later stages. Mid lane, though, going to be initiated on the Storm Spirit, and he's not having any backup here. No TPs. Should be him going down. It's a lot of kind of wasted mana zips from old K here.
He really wanted that kill, though. You could tell.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm surprised he didn't have his soul.
Did he have
yet.
Remnant or something? I don't know. Maybe that was why he sipped in so much.
He missed. I think he missed.
Lane. Oh, this could be huge. Remnant. HFN, Morphic Strength, but the Sunstrike, the Enchant Totem. He's still alive. He's going to stay alive. The Echo Slip is going to try to TP out. Will he make it? He's going to make it. No, the Enchant Totem comes out. Just
with me.
Does just enough damage. C4T is going to get Earth Spike on the way there. He gets the tower. He dies in the end. God damn, dude. 10-7. I can't even handle it. Well, I can handle it, but...
No, you can't handle it, dude. I can't even handle it. I don't even know what's going on, man. 17 kills in 8 minutes. My brain's getting fried here,
to Season 3 of the Canada Cup with Complexity versus Sneaky Nyx Assassins, which was it's legendary now. I think it was like a 100 kill game, something like that. The number gets bigger every time I talk about it. I don't think it's going to get that ridiculous, but...
You're stretching the legend, Mont.
That's fine. That's what legends are like. The legends get more ridiculous as it goes on. That's how legends work, though.
Like the legend of Beowulf, man. He probably just started out with him, like, hugging a wolf.
This is like, oh, yeah, this guy who actually just, like, I mean, one time he went to the jungle, he hugged a wolf. That was it. But turns into something extraordinary. Fisher, goodbye. Old K, that was the most dangerous possible bounty rune for you to ever get. You just get a block of stone in your face. Not great. Old K, despite how well he's been playing, he's made a couple of mistakes, and I guess that could be said for everybody in this game, not just on Rebeldes, but on both sides. There has been some ridiculous misplays, and some also very good plays as well. But that's to be expected. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they get a kill. Sunstrike goes a little bit too late. HFN has Adaptive Strike. Now Enchant Totem, nice stump, but the telekinesis back. He steals a Hex, which is nice. Level 8 for the Rubik, by the way. That's a ridiculous... He's tied in levels with HFN the Morphling. That's something else.
Well, let's see if Storm can get this kill middle lane. Wisp is low. He's got eyes on him too, so this could be a very easy zip.
With level 1 zip, ballsy. I don't know, man.
Oh, it's very ballsy. I would do it, man.
I know you would, but
you see this guy in this game? He went to the enemy jungle. He's like 4-4-4 right now. He's just everywhere and just making a lot of space. Once you go crazy, you can't go back.
There's a famous no-tell quote. I'm not. You know the quote, chat, that I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know the quote.
Both you definitely know the quote that I'm talking about. Chat knows the quote as well, I'm sure. But once you go
full retard.
I mean, Yeah, well, in this situation, Storm Spirit is definitely putting on the aggression. Relocate on top of the storm. What? What's happening? TP in from the Tidehunter. Maybe it was a bait all along. Fish is gonna come out onto 2. Invis Rune pops. Nice avalanche onto 2 as well. 4 heroes mid. Dragon Slave goes. So that Fisher actually did work. Oh, he stole Fisher. No, he stole Avalanche. Sorry. I thought it was Fisher for a moment. If it was Fisher, I was going to be like, that's huge. But no, Avalanche. And they smoke up immediately. Where will they go? Will they go top? C4T's like, I'm not going with you. I'm staying mid. I want farm. I want level 6. He wants to counter the Stench War. That's his important duty. Smash. Midas Necrobook. That's the build for the Smash Sama.
Lame. My build's better. But he's going to be caught out here. He doesn't even have Ghost Walk.
Telekinesis into Avalanche and Smash is dead. Nice pickup, but
Not enough.
I mean, they haven't really shut him down. He hasn't gotten his Necro, but did he buy it? No, he's not there yet. He's close to it. The Midas is obviously going to slow things down a little bit until it starts kicking into high gear. I think Rebeldes is in a really good spot. HFN hasn't really got touched. He's got 83 last hits. He's died once. That's fine. He's up to the top of net worth right now. They haven't shut down the Storm with this IO Tiny. They haven't got enough out of this mid lane. He's going straight Ags for the Tiny. Honestly, man, I really like where Rebeldes is right now. And this is a team that, like we said, we haven't really heard too much of because they came through the qualifiers. And since then, that's about it. That's all I really know about them, to be honest.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about the biggest counter in this game. To me, the biggest counter to Wisp relocate is Tidehunter. And with his stack he's about to clear, he's going to have his Blink Dagger. And that's a huge tool to have during these team fights. You also have Storm Spirit, who really counters act the Wisp Tiny as well. They have ways to shut him down in the Lion and everything, but so I do love where Rebeldes are in this game, and I don't know. I don't know if they have enough, if Smash is far enough ahead here. They really have 0 towers with this pressuring Invoker. I mean, they just, not really easy because he was against a Tidehunter, but still, there's being little pressure really being applied to Rebeldes.
And that might change once they get the Necro 2 or 3, which will take some time. And more specifically, I think the Earthshaker Blink Dagger, which is not too far off. He's not quite the Tidehunter that can farm Ancient stacks. He doesn't have as good of a time with, Anchor Smash. But Van is still very farm, and I think I would argue that an Earthshaker with a Blink Dagger does more than a Tidehunter with a Blink Dagger. I'm not sure if you agree with that, though.
I think, I don't know. Honestly, I think Tide will get more done in the later stages of the game because you'll have a refresher.
Right.
And you're not going to get a BKB probably on the Earthshaker.
What about right now? Like, if they both got Blink at this point in time,
Radiant's top tower is
who gets more done with it?
I think Tide still gets more done just because it's against a Wisp relocate.
All right, well, that's all you need to say.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure, though, because, yeah, if they group up, then the Echo Slam is just going to melt everyone. So it's all about positioning most of the time.
Nice aggressive ward placed up by XX. They'll look for maybe a wraparound behind the tower or in front of it instead. Blink Ravage is ready. They don't have vision, though. They need it.
Remnant.
They know. Yeah, he's going to Remnant. They see okay. That's all they see. Okay, it's just he dies from across the tree line. It's ridiculous. He's sitting there. He's like, oh, I'm 100% safe. A Remnant comes in, gets vision, dead. Nice play. Invoker's nearby, but he won't be able to defend this on his own. They need another TP rotation. Tiny IO could relocate. I think there is level 6 there is for the IO. They could go top, but against Blink Ravage, which they don't know about, this could be bad. I think they're just going to let this tower go, to be honest with you. And they'll try to get mid instead.
All right, here you go. Earthshaker with his Blinky. He's TPing up here immediately. And there's a lot of TP rotation coming in mid, too. So there could be 2 fights being held out here. Blink in, they don't get any Ravage.
Meanwhile, Echo Slam onto Old K. Fish is going to come through. Sunstrike, he's done. There we go. Earthshaker gets the first blood with a Blink Dagger. And it's onto a pretty big target in the Storm Spirit. And they defend the top tier 1. It's going to get denied. Mid tier 1 stays alive as well, but that could have gone better for Rebeldes. They had the Blink Ravage ready to go. They could have just stayed top, honestly, but instead they try to force out a trade. HFN going out of the tier 1 here in the middle lane. It should fall, maybe. Nah, they could defend this. They still have Glyph. It's gonna go.
Earthshaker just blinked back. He just messed up. He double-clicked Blink and went back to base. And still, yeah, not today. Getting that tier 1 top and denying yet another tower here. Really well played from them. They might be losing their map control, but still, giving away less gold is always beneficial.
And they got a big stack for the Tiny, too, with this Aghanim Scepter. Overcharge is gonna go. Oh boy, this is huge. They really needed this stack coming out. And suddenly, Tiny and Invoker are the top net worth in the game. Very even game, only 1,000 net worth advantage currently for not today. And I think it comes back to that death that the Storm Spirit had. He's going Bloodstone, by the way. The death in the jungle, and then, of course, being a bit too aggressive. He stayed top with his team too long. He got Echo Slammed. Bloodstone's going to be a bit late, maybe. That's probably fine, but he had such a promising start. with that triple kill, and then it kind of dissolved from there.
Right, he did the mistake that a lot of Storms do, and he just went to go gank instead of really farming. I mean, he hasn't gone into his jungle and cleared out the camps at all. Like, I've been watching, and you know, when you're playing Storm Spirit, yes, there's times to be aggressive. It's when there's a Ravage and you go with your team, but then the other time it's where you want to spend basically the first 15 minutes of the game trying to farm up your Orchid or your Bloodstone, so you have these big, I mean, with the Remnant, it's so easy to farm nowadays because everybody just goes for that with the overcharge max, and you just clear out every wave in no time.
Yep. I agree with you. He tried to be a bit too aggressive, and that has hindered his progress towards whatever item he was going for, which at this point is Bloodstone. Still needs energy booster and a point booster and a recipe. Bottom lane, there's going to be a fight relocated. Nidus, LSA, HFN is going to be trying to morph up something here. They jump in. They're going to lose the IO. There's going to be the Ravage on it too. Can they get anything done with this? Storm going through Tiny, pretty tanky, but there's the Echo Slam coming in. Now another LSA. No, Smash comes in. The Meatball blows up 2. The Finger blows up a 3rd. They've lost 4 on the side of Rebeldes. They're going to lose 5 as well. The Echo Slam, and Tiny lives with 18 HP, but finally goes down to the Urn charge. It is a 5-for-2 trade, and they will take that every day of the week as Smash Sama comes in, blows up with the Meteor. Beautifully done coming out from Not Today, looking to get back that game after going down to complexity just a little while ago.
Yeah, that fight was definitely an easy win for them once the Morphling had 0 mana and max HP, as well as the Lina not getting off the Laguna at all during that team fight. So really well played from them, and that's 2 burst damages they didn't have. And with the Storm being so far behind, he really can't do as much as he would like in these team fights. So these should be easy team fights, even more so now coming in from Not Today after that one.
Yeah, there's a lot of work for Rebeldes to be done here. HFN needs his first big item, and he could have had that Lincoln Sphere a little while ago. God. Burrowed, please. Meanwhile, what else?
Smash dude, he's finished up his Necro 3.
Oh yeah, that is true. He is going ham. Necro 3, 18 minutes, Midas off cooldown. Good stuff.
Yeah, he had a really amazing Meteor during that fight, catching out like 2 or 3, and normally it's kind of hard to get a lot of damage onto your Meteor when it's only level 1 Wex right now. He maxed it out, the Exort, instead of putting 1 more point, because it does a lot more damage if you have more enemies behind it as well, and the distance travels further. But so they're up a very they're ahead a lot here from Not Today deciding, so they go into the Roshan pit. Gonna do it. Van's Echo Slam is coming off cooldown in 13 seconds. OK is gonna be scouting out up here. Probably putting a ward. He goes for somebody. It's gonna be funny when he walks into
I don't think he wants to go into all
of
this.
Oh, he has Invis.
He had a smoke and an invis. It was actually deceptive. I was like, why is he there?
Yeah, I thought so too. I know.
Earth Spike onto 2, relocate in. Echo onto 3. They blow up the leader. They blow up 3. They're about to blow up 4. Toss in. No, the Storm isn't dead yet. I thought he was going to go down, but he actually regens up. Is able to get away. He's out of mana now. Can bottle once more and has the Soul Ring.
Blink
I thought
dagger,
he
though.
was dead. He looked dead, and he should have been dead. But not so. Still, not today, man. They're on point now. They've got a lead.
Oh yeah, that's a really big lead, and now you see the Wisp, the power of the Wisp Tiny definitely coming into play here. So here comes the tower, by tower. It was nice knowing you. I mean, they still have the Ravage, so this is their defense. They still have the Aegis,
No Echo.
and it's gonna be really hard to defend this.
No Echo, Necro up in 3. I'd be very surprised if they defend this because of the Aegis on the Tiny. Relocate not available. Pause coming out from C4T as they have some lag going on. And I will get away from the IO who has this annoying sound effect, whatever you want to call it, with overcharge. Rubik lag for XX. Rubik has a Blink Dagger. This Rubik's been super farmed. Doesn't really matter if the rest of your team is not combining and getting these good team fights. So.
Right. Lag. I mean, I wouldn't even blame him if he really is lagging, right? Because I wasn't even able to connect to Dota Network for like 20 seconds, or 2 minutes. Maybe 5 minutes.
We had some issues for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the party?
And Not Today will back up. They're not really down for a party at the tier 3 tower after they get to tier 2. They don't want to go any further than that. Soul Booster picked up for the Storm Spirit. Still no Bloodstone at 21 minutes in. HFN's also, he just got his Lincoln Sphere. Yeah, just picked it up. But Tiny already has Ags BKB. So, like, he gets a Assault Thrust next. Oh no, Io. No. Oh, they could find him. Okay, no, he'll stay alive. Lincoln's does arrive. Another pause. Lag again.
No comment.
No comment.
No comment needed.
I mean, it's just lag at this point.
Right.
He gets back into it.
Lion has the Blink Dagger, though. He's got 2,300 gold. Going to be picking that up in the side shop here. It'd be funny if he runs into HFN. Other than that, I don't see the Morphling flank really doing him too much here. I mean, the Morphling's gonna TP. That's a better thing to do.
Morphling flank with the Lincoln Sphere. Maybe even into like Ethereal Blade. I'm like, all right, cool. But I like what they're doing now for Rebeldes, saying we're just gonna play around the Morphling. We'll stay back, and if they try to jump in, we'll jump in after them. But here comes Van, which, by the way, he has 2.7k gold. Replicate comes out from HFN onto the Tidehunter so that he can replicate back. They haven't really baited with the replicate the entire game, not that it matters. Storm is bid, he's trying to get Bloodstone, but tier 2 tower top's not going to live long. Blink away from the Tide. Enchant Totem, Telekinesis, Sunstrike. They realize very quickly after Lion uses his Hex on it that it is in fact
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So...
Yeah, that could have been
Radiant's
an
top
amazing
tower has
turnaround
fallen.
fight that they could have done, but with the Aegis still there, Necro books in the tier 2 tower about to go down, they might have gotten 1 or 2 kills, but their whole team
Radiant's
would
top tower
probably
is under
died.
attack.
Does Morph have a TP scroll? He does. Okay, good. It just came off cooldown. Telekinesis onto the Necro Archer.
Dire's
Necro Warrior
middle
does
tower
fall.
is under
Necro Archer
attack.
still putting in work on the tower. Telekinesis onto a creep. Dragon Slave goes. Ball Lightning in. Blows up a creep
Radiant's
wave.
top
Not that it
tower
matters.
has
They have the
Radiant's
Necro
top
Warriors,
barracks are
and
under attack.
rather Necro Archer plus, of course, the Forge Spirit. That's just a range
Radiant's
rack stat, I
top
guess.
barracks has
They were not respecting the
Dire's
damage.
middle
Enchant
tower
Totem,
is under
Sunstrike, not even needed. Finger of Death from the line gets the kill. Jump in, Ravage, but it's only onto the Aegis. It's also on Van as well. Okay, gonna fall. No, the overcharge goes. Toss,
Dire's
Avalanche
middle
onto Wait
tower
and
is
Bleed.
under attack.
He might be in trouble. Ball Lightning in. Echo Slam blows up 1, gets it onto 2. HFN in trouble. Fisher onto 2 to follow up. They get the racks, and now it's time for just the way to get out of there, because guess what? He still has the Aegis, but he needs to leave. Relocate out. Craggy exterior. Too good. He's going back in. Avalanche toss, not onto the Tide. Tide getting low. Sunstrike, smash! Smash gets it. Aegis comes in. Van jumps in, Enchant Totem. Fisher's up and ready to go. Nice telekinesis coming in from XX. Aegis is gone. Fisher onto 2. LSA onto 2. Deafening Blast. HFN now disarmed. Can't fight. Laguna Blade about to go. Can't get it off. Just the way pops the BKB. And not today. Just running over Rebeldes at this point.
Radiant's
It's Tiny
middle tower is under
rolling
attack.
over, if you will. Avalanche is going to miss. Nicely done. Ball Lightning in to try to cut up the creep wave or go on to Smasher. So I don't know where he's going. There's no creep wave there. He's out of mana now.
Radiant's
Tier 3
middle
tower's
tower
gone.
has fallen.
Adaptive Strike, but not in strength form, so he can't stun him. It's only a small little tickle to just the way. He'll take down the range racks again. Lincoln's broken. Van looking to jump in. They throw the toss up, and it's just going to be 2 racks. They can't get the bottom racks. Dagon up onto HFN. That was Van's Dagon 2, by the way. He had a Dagon 2. And Rebeldes says, that's it.
Radiant's
We
middle
can't
barracks
defend this.
has
They're too
fallen.
farmed. There's nowhere we're going to get back into the game. And despite a solid start, man, not today.
Dire
Smash Rebeldes.
Yeah, they just got outmaneuvered after the 10-minute mark, or the 15-minute mark, around there, completely outmaneuvered by Not Today and the Wisp Tiny as well. They were playing a lot more crisp later on, and really well played from Not Today at the end. Rebeldes, I'm not exactly sure what went wrong, because yes, the Storm Spirit had an amazing time in the early game after that triple kill, and he could have just snowballed the game, right? But it didn't happen, so in the end, we're going to be seeing Not Today winning this one.
That was quite the game from Not Today after the early mishaps that they've had. But they needed that win after that loss to Complexity, which was pretty bad. It was pretty similar, those two games, in how both teams won very early on. Not today with their triple header. They have to play up against EHUG next, and that'll be the last game of the day. In fact, we've gone through it, very quickly. Yesterday took a while to get done. Tonight we might be done by 9 o'clock. We'll have to wait and see if this next game does start in time or starts a bit earlier. But not today versus EHUG. We'll start up in just a moment again. My name's Mont. With me today is Ryu. You can follow us on Twitter at MontDota. You can see Ryu at RyuBorgersDota. If we do have a bit of time to wait, I'll put up some Super Metroid. I'll play that for you guys. But we'll probably be just chilling for a bit and waiting for the game to get started. So last game of the day coming up, not today versus EHUG, guys. Stick around. We'll be right back.